custom corporate gifts for Christmas this holiday season, and that is what we're doing today. I'm going to show you a few examples of what we can do, but we have thousands of products available. If you're a small business and want to advertise to your potential clients or current customers and just want to provide a small gift, or even to your employees and have that logo on there, we can definitely do that. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Ernie and I custom make promotional products and one-off gifts. So if you run your own business, you know how important it is to keep a constant contact with potential customers, current customers, and of course keeping morale in the office fairly high. Using Christmas and the holiday season gives us a great excuse to make that reach and contact our clients and provide a little gift for them. At the same time, you're advertising your own company by putting some logo or message on the actual gift itself, and of course that gets used all year round the next year, and your logo is constantly in front of your customer. You can choose any budget depending on your company and what funds they've dedicated to the Christmas or gift throughout the year, and you can go as simple as just giving a postcard that is very low cost and you can send it fairly cheaply, or you can go up to like $100 $200 gifts that are customized. So it really depends on your budget and the amount of clients that you want to provide those gifts for. So we do have myself, I have tons of products that I do sell on a single basis, like single items, for gifts and stuff like that. But most of these items can be and sometimes are used for corporate gifts, or they're used for advertising with their corporate logo. If you're curious to see how many products we have in store, you can check out the link in the description below. You can pretty much type any product and it will show up, and it's customized. There's also a breakdown in the quantity of products that you will be ordering, and that'll determine the price of that particular item. First and foremost, you want to know who your client is. Who are you going to give this to? Is it going to be a customer that you already have, or is it a potential customer, or is it just an employee, or what? You have to figure out who is going to, and then from there you want to know how or can they use this particular item on either a daily basis or more often than not, something that they can see throughout the year. You don't want to give out a product that just kind of will sit there on their desk, or sometimes they'll use it one time and they'll put it away. So if you can find an item that can be reusable for them and has your logo, it's going to be the best value for your buck. So there are thousands of products, variations of the product as well, that are available that could be customized, and it really depends on how you're going to present it, what's it for, and stuff like that. But in most cases, in general, the top items are a shirt, a hat, a bag, a mug, and sometimes a towel. Those are the top promotional products that are very valuable and have been very valuable for years and years and years, and I think they'll continue to be valuable. So it's because they they get to use the item constantly, whether it be a daily basis, like for example a mug, or kind of like a weekly basis, a hat and a shirt. They may not use it to go out and have a nice dinner, but they'll use it to go out and, let's say they're going to an event and they just want to have a shirt that eventually they're going to be sweating in it. They may put on your shirt, and then you have free advertising in that event. So that's always to consider. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what else we have going on here. So things to keep in mind when placing your order: you want to know obviously which item you want to get. You want to know how many pieces you want to get. You want to know how you want it decorated. So depending on the item, we'll have different printing methods. And to keep your budget low, I would recommend to only print one color, or if it's a mug, maybe you do like a laser engrave it. Just keep it simple. This way it's quicker for you to receive the item, and it's less expensive as well. The other thing that you have to consider is if your logo is going to fit on that particular item. Sometimes people order smaller items and they have a logo that either has too many colors, or is too big, or it has too much detail in it where it cannot be used as a single color. So if you look at bigger corporations, if you notice, Coca-Cola they only use one color. They do have the red, but then their actual logo is white. IBM, same thing, single color. So they use this because it's easier to promote when actually, getting all these promotional products. And depending on the media, you can add additional colors later on. But to keep it simple and to make it very, very visible, you always want to go with a single color logo, something that is horizontal and it's easier to read. Basically, if you keep it just as simple text and a small little icon, you should be good to go. And here's something that a lot of people fall victims of. So I've been in the industry for a long time, and the main issue is that most companies do not have their logo in a vector file. So essentially what that means is that the logo itself is digital, and you can resize it to any size that you want, and it will not lose its quality. So if you received your logo and you paid for your logo and you're receiving just JPEGs, that's a big red flag, because you won't be able to use that in the future for advertising. So you got to make sure that when you pay for a logo, that they are providing vector files to you as well, because these are going to be the main files that you're going to be using for advertising. So if you're just receiving a JPEG and it's low quality, that's not really going to fly when it goes to print. So make sure you get a vector file from your designer, and that particular file is the one that's going to be sent off to the printer to get all these nice products printed the right way, and to look the sharpest. In some cases, if you already have your logo and it's not yet in vector, you can pay for a service to convert your JPEG into a vector file, and from there keep that vector file for your future use. It's a low cost. It's something very important that you need to have if you are running a business. So the other thing that you have to think about before purchasing is how much your item weighs. So if, for example, you buy 50 keychains or 100 keychains, that is fairly light compared to ordering 100 camping chairs. They're very large, very bulky, and very heavy, so your freight cost is going to be higher, and of course you got to keep that in mind before deciding which item you're going to get and where it's going to go. Another thing to keep in mind in regards to shipping is that if you do have larger items like camping chairs or a large volume of products that are going to be delivered, you have to keep in mind to let the printer know if you're going to need someone to unload the pallets onto your warehouse, or if the warehouse does have a like a forklift, you got to let them know. Or if you need someone or the actual driver to break down the pallet, bring up each individual box up to an office that's on the 10th floor, all that information needs to be relayed to the printer. This way they're able to adjust the quote, and there's no misunderstanding when the product is delivered. With the Christmas and holiday season being around the corner, you really have to keep in mind that production time normally ranges from 2 to 4 weeks for it to be delivered. So keep that in mind. All different items are, the production is very different on each individual one, so you have to figure out, talk to your printer and be able to know exactly how long it's going to take for those items to get printed. And of course, if you have a deadline or you have a certain event, you want to make sure that you figure out and know the quantity, the size, and all this other stuff ahead of time, way ahead, and try to place your order months in advance. This way there's no issue and you're not caught up with it being late or not even arriving at all. So just keep in mind that that the printer needs a production time to unpack and print all of these items, and in addition you have a transit time. Once they're done, they need to be delivered, so it may take a day or two or even 7 days for it to be delivered, depending on the quantity and where it's going. So just keep that in mind. This way you're not caught up in a situation where your item's gonna get there that same day and you got like 3 hours left where you're gonna open your doors to your event. and the items are not there yet and stuff like that. So you want to save yourself from that headache and make sure you order in time or with time. And with that being said, hopefully this information helps you out. If you are looking for custom branded promotional products, check out the link in the description below. You can always send out individual items like this particular Harley Davidson derby cover that we did for someone, and we can do one-off pieces like this as well. So from 1,000 pieces to even one piece. So let us know if you guys need help, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video. Take it easy for now. Bye bye.